All right, welcome back to the Movement Project. Today we're going to talk about myofascial release and soft tissue work. So I have here my lacrosse ball and I have my foam roller here. All right, so just talking a little bit about the self-myofascial release. What it does is it basically does self-massage. So we're talking about getting connective tissues and soft tissues a little bit more extensibility. That includes muscles, tendons, ligaments, membranes, and all those things that are above the bone, okay? So what happens is before we do a stretch, we might have some knots in those tissues. So just imagine that some of those tissues are just kind of clumped together, and if you stretch that out, it's not actually going to come apart, okay? Those tissues are going to stay stuck. So imagine like a shoelace with knots in it, all right? If I stretch that shoelace, those knots are not going to come out, all right? I have to actually knead into those knots. So that's what we do with the soft tissue tools. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the drills. I like to focus on quads, hip flexors, and my glutes. So I'm just going to show you two ways to do it. One way to do it is to drop down onto your quad. All right. I put my left leg on it. I actually call it the hump position. So my right leg is open. I'm going to lay down on my thigh. I'm going to slowly roll over my quad. Okay, even up through my hip. Not on my kneecap, just the tissues in between. If I feel a tender spot, I'm going to pull my heel in towards my butt 5 times on that spot and start to knead forward and backwards again, all right? Rule of thumb, about 90 seconds on each side. Using the lacrosse ball, here we go. Using the lacrosse ball, you can palpate a little bit deeper. So if you know you have one little trigger point that you can't quite get to with the foam roller, like I do on my glutes, I can actually sit on top of the ball, put it anywhere that's tight. It could be quads, could be shoulders, but I'll use the glute. Cross my leg over, and then I'm palpating a little bit deeper, a little bit more localized and specific. Again, if I feel a tender spot, that's a trigger point. I put the foot down, and I open up 5 times in extra rotation. All right. So those are just a couple ways to use the soft tissue tools. Go ahead and give them a try. Let me know how you liked it.